Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're looking at ZVSA here. It's looking pretty decent. We see lows of about $3.12 to highs of about 45, so it's got a good range. Looks like it's been consolidating for quite some time, getting closer to that 200. JSPR, we've got lows here starting today around $1.62 and highs around 256. We do have a big dead drop zone here, so we don't really want the stock to be breaking down into this area, so I highlighted it just so we can watch it. We've got Grom here with lows of $1.65 and highs of 214, so it's got an okay range to it. Currently trading below that 200 as well, so we're hoping this can break above. We've got Hexo here going from lows of $1.50 to highs here of 230, so it's also looking pretty decent. We are sitting below that 200 as well. QBTS, kind of the same story here. $1.37 all the way up to 277, but currently sitting below that 200 just by a little bit though. This looks like it might make a push above soon. Speaking of soon, we have soon here going from $1.09 all the way up to $1.45. So it's got an okay range to it, and we're trading between the 200 and VWAP. And then we've got Huge here, which doesn't really have a lot of volume going on. So ZVSA looks the best so far. I think I'm going to try a ZVSA trade pretty much right off the bat. Kind of looking for like a 418 entry or 408 entry. So we're gonna go for maybe we wait for a 200 bounce, but anywhere 405, 408, something like that. 450 or higher for a PT, and then maybe just a 395 stop out. Let's give it 394, just to give it a couple cents. Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, no, now I moved it. I'll just make a line and move it up. There we go. So we hit 407 there. It looks like it bounced off nicely to 429. If you're up at 429 from that level, you can go ahead and take some profit. So far back down. JSPR, nice move up so far. We're bouncing off that zone. We want to get in on that JSPR. We're looking at a 205 entry maybe. You might have to get a little higher. We're going to be looking at possibly 240 for a PT here, and then $1.90. Where do we not want to see this? We don't want to see this below $1.98. So we're going to have our stop right at $1.98. Nice move up so far, so hopefully you grabbed a little bit of this. If not, you might get a pullback, but it's not looking very likely right now. Up to 219. I jumped in a little high here, so I'm gonna take a little bit off the table. Okay. Grom also, it took a pretty nasty dip there, but it looks like it's coming back pretty good. $1.65 to $1.76. What about Hexo? Hexo's going down. ZVSA, looks like we got wicked out on the remainder there. We could try another entry around $4. So we can go ZVSA on remainder. And we'll go ZVSA again. ZVSA. And we want to be around that $4.05 to $4 area. $4 would be great if we could get it. You may have to jump in higher to catch this if it starts running, but I mean, ideally, yeah, I don't know, 390 for a stop loss is where we want to be. Maybe a little bit lower. So we'd be aiming for about, I still think 440, 450 is going to be a good area, and we're looking at maybe a 385, because we can give it that kind of room if we get $4. You could give it about 15 cents. So we'll have to see. JSPR still climbing here, 218. Looks like we're hitting resistance at this band. I wouldn't be holding on to too much past this point. Grom still doing its thing. Hexo heading down still. QBTS not really doing much. Soon also heading down, and Huge not doing a whole lot. So we can look at SHPH. Nice climb here. Nice climb pre-market actually. Looking at about 224 to 287, so we've got a good range on this. We are up pretty high. Let's look at the 1 hour here. Is this telling us anything? Got a lot of resistance where we're hitting on this. I wouldn't expect this stock to stay up this high, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with SHPH. JSPR breaking higher a little bit here. Nice. We got 225 out of it. That's not bad. ZVSA back down, so we saw that. Wick back down, so we saw a nice high there, 438, then a nice wick down to 393. So I'm hoping you had at least a limit order or you caught that. You could, if you got in really low here, like anywhere from 395 to 393, you could probably move this down to 380 if you really wanted to. I'm not expecting to need that much room. I would expect that this is going to start to move back up. JSPR gave us up to 228 there. Another decent place to take a little bit off the table if you want to. $2 stock, you're only really looking for 6 to 8 cents profit per trim. SHPH coming down. QBTS actually starting to move a bit more here, going from $1.60 to $1.80. So we have quite a bit of movement. We're breaking through some resistance areas. It's looking pretty good. Might have to take a play on this eventually. Hexo might break through that resistance. It did move up from $1.45 to $1.56. JSPR hitting 230, gonna take some profits. JSPR 230. We're not doing too bad with that. ZVSA kind of bouncing around. We did see 414 there. So if you got in on ZVSA around that, that 390 something area, for that 414 is looking pretty good. $3.95. Still looking half decent. JSPR's back down a little bit. Grom's also heading back down. Hexo does not break through resistance. QBTS still kind of running. SHPH still breaking down a little bit. So I think out of all of this, QBTS is looking the best. Still looking pretty bullish. We could try a trade on this here, but I mean, we don't really have much in terms of resistance up until maybe about 240 from this area, really, realistically. I'd like to wait for a pullback, see if it can retest this VWAP and maybe break through it, going back down. If it doesn't and it continues to hold, maybe we look at taking it back up more. From ZVSA, you're up 3%. There you go, man. All right, Soon's almost at that 200 on the 5 minute. Once it hits that 200 5 minute, this might be an okay trade. All right, so we retested, broke down, looking to break down maybe to the 20 EMA. Oh, a little bit of recovery. Let's see that drop down to 20. I'd actually like to get to the 200. I don't know if that's going to be realistic, though. ZVSA still bouncing around. We're heading back up on JSPR here. QBTS is hitting that 200, or 20, sorry. Thinking about opening up a QBTS trade here. Maybe looking at $1.63 to $1.65, something like that. We'll say $1.65-ish. We're going to go for $1.80 because we know it can have that kind of move. And we'll go for $1.60 stop. So you're going to give it about 5 cents from wherever you get in. Basically, you just don't want to be higher than $1.63 for your stop. So we saw the low there of $1.66, so that would work for an entry. And you can move your stop to $1.60 or anywhere around there, no higher than $1.63. JSPR still looking decent. ZVSA still kind of struggling here on the 200, but hopefully we start to see that move up. QBTS $1.72. So with the this kind of a stock, $1.72, $1.73, something like that. It's a good idea to take a little bit of profit. A little profit. QBTS, $1.74-ish. I think that was the high there. Bearish looking candle, so I'm glad I took some profits there. JSPR still climbing. We see that hit 233. Not really an area to take extra profits yet. I'm still probably looking for about 240 for extra profits. ZVSA starting to break down a little bit, so I'm hoping we get more out of ZVSA here. But if it starts breaking down from the support area, there's not really a lot we can do in this area here. I'd be looking to watch it maybe bounce off the 5-minute 200. Which is pretty low, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. We'd have to be waiting quite a while there. All right, so we saw that a little more of a dip down to 165, so if you're patient, maybe you're getting 165 now. Grom looks like it's coming back a little bit here from $1.61 to $1.71. Soon all the way down to that $1.15 area. I think I'm going to try a soon trade here, $1.15. Going to be going for $1.30 and then $1.10 stop. Even $1.10 is a lot. We'll give it $1. What can I give it? $1.12? That's pretty tight. I'll go $1.11. You could, if you have to, you could go up to $1.12. I wouldn't really go as close as $1.13. I feel like that's probably going to be too close on this trade. JSPR 233 here. We actually touched 240 there. That was our price target to take profits. So that's BT. JSPR taking more profit here and leaving a runner. We'll see if we can push higher on JSPR. I'm not convinced on that, but I'm willing to risk a little bit on it. If we can break that 244, maybe push 249, we could see a nice rally off that. ZVSA didn't stop us out. Nice recovery going back up here. We saw 409, maybe 410 soon. Would be likely looking to break 420 before we got any profits out on this past that. JSPR pushing back to 240 there. QBTS still kind of breaking down here a little bit. Right down to that 200. We'll hopefully see a bounce off that. Grom, nice recovery again on Grom. I'm not sure if it's a dead cat bounce or not. We'd have to kind of break through this resistance here to see this as not a dead cat bounce this time. Suna $1.16, Hexo not really doing a whole lot, and SHPH kind of breaking down because like we said over here, tons of resistance in this area. We're probably not likely to hold these numbers. And we really haven't been. Soon is not moving a lot. Nope. It's got the volume though. It just needs some proper price action. I'm just not sure if we're going to get it. In any case, we did hit our entry a couple times here, so maybe you got $1.15, $1.14 entry. JSPR kind of doing its thing as ZVSA back down after hitting that 409 area. Qubit stopping us out on the remainder here. This looks like it might be getting close to a decent area to buy back in, but I think we're going to be waiting a little bit longer here. I want to hit that 200 if anything. I think that's definitely doable with the way the bands are forming, so I think we have to be patient with this one. Grom just killing it. Soon $1.14, $1.13. SHPH still dropping. I'm surprised to see JSPR still holding up and ZVSA as well. Did it really stop us out and then rally super hard? Went to $1.52 to $1.68. Oh my lord. Okay. QBTS. I'd like to go back into it, I guess. That makes me a little salty, but it is what it is. Still looking for that $1.65 area. Looking for probably a $1.80 area for PT and $1.60. Yeah, about $1.60 stop loss. Maybe $1.59. Something like that. You want about 5 or 6 cents. I would say 6 cents is probably the max you want to do for a stop loss on this. Cannot believe it did that. Soon taking all your profit. Yeah, we'll be stopping out on Soon as well. Grom is still running. Holy moly, man. That just went from $1.60 to almost, yeah, $1.90 right there. That's a huge run. QBTS up a little bit here. $1.73. That's where we took profit last time. That was the, well, I think we actually had $1.74 last time. JSPR still running a little bit here. It's hitting that 244 resistance. CVSA almost stopped us out. Moved back up to that 411 area. Qubits here, $1.77, taking some profits. I got it a little high again, so some profits. QBTS, $1.77-ish. If we could get more, that'd be great, but you know what? I'm going to take profits before we get stocked out on it. It's one of those days where I feel like every time we hit PT, we get stopped out afterwards, so the ZVSA could possibly do it to us. JSPR is the exception here with a nice uptrend, just kind of continuously growing. And we have QBTS here hitting resistance there, $1.77. Grom's still pushing $1.94. Actually hit $1.95 there. Nuts. Hexo not doing anything. Soon continues to drop. That's the 5-minute 200. So we're well below that. So that one's not going to be playable again. Must be hitting some resistance here on Grom. Not really. A little bit. We're almost at that near the regular high day here, where most of the supply is going to be, or demand. It might push higher. It has a chance, but I would really not like to take a trade at the high here. I'd like to wait for this to come back down a little bit. The ZVSA is still doing its thing. I think ZVSA is going to go here eventually. QBTS down to $1.65, so if you were patient, you'd be getting in now. Otherwise, I mean, if you got in with me because you were impatient, you might have made a little bit of money. One more and you strike out. It's a good rule to have. 3 stops and then you're out. QBTS, we're hoping for another push up. I might pick up more shares down here. I haven't quite decided because that was a really volatile spike. If I do pick up shares, it'll probably be a lot lower. ZVSA pushing again, that's nice. Grom with a nice drop down to the 200 there at 180. That could be a potential area to buy in. I'm still a little worried about it, but I think I'm going to take the chance on Grom. $1.80. I'm going to go for $2 for a PT. And $1. We'll see here by the time I'm done typing this. Probably $1.75. We could probably go $1.74 stop loss. Give it about 6 cents from where you get in. That's what yeah, I could say $1.74 would be okay. And then depending where you get in, of course. We just hit $1.78, so if you can get in $1.78, stop loss can be a bit lower. Scrum. Give me a little bit more of a drop. No? What the hell is going on here? There we go. All right, let's see this recovery on Grom. Get rid of this line. QBTS bouncing off the 200 so far. JSPR bounced off the VWAP line at 227. That could have been a decent area for a re-entry. And ZVSA gets pushed back down. This really does not want to break out from here. It's not breaking down either, but I have a feeling that we're going to see some big sells coming in. Someone's going to cut their position. It's going to be a lot. 178 on ground. That's what I got too. Nice. Let's hope this starts moving up now. We did see $1.84. That's not terrible for taking some quick profits if you want some quick profits. I think I'm going to do it just so, I remain at least a little bit green. Here we go, taking profit. Grom, 88. Some days are like that, man. Some days you're going to make money and then give it back. ZVSA, big drop. Oh yeah, you don't have stops though. That's the other problem, right? So you wouldn't have even stopped out when you hit this. You would have still been holding. Yeah, that's a little different. Why am I getting a reference error on this? What did I type in wrong? I don't know. Let's try it again. Anyways, Grom's still looking very strong here, hitting $1.90. -3. Yeah, if you're still holding ZVSA, it's not looking too great. That's for sure. In a real world scenario, though, you'd have a stop loss, right? So you got to keep that in mind as well. So yeah, I mean, still would have been a losing trade, but it wouldn't have hurt that bad. At $1.89, nice. I think I might take a little bit more out here. We're getting close to that high, or around here. Taking out some more profit. Grom, $1.93-ish. 92, 93, something like that. We're getting, oh my god, I keep messing up this sheet here. What am I doing? 92, come on, push to 93. No, it's not gonna do it. One more push. That's not gonna give it to us. Keeps going 192. And we see a big wall. Yeah, it wouldn't have been everything if you had a stop loss, that's for sure. Yeah, it would have been, like, probably not great, but, is what it is. Eventually, you're probably going to want to find a paper account that allows you to have stop losses, though, because, I mean, as much fun as it is just practicing, trading, getting in and out, if you're not playing with all of the stuff that you normally be doing, you're not really getting that practice into, right? QBTS still holding here pretty good. I mean, we could look for a $1.65 entry on this. I don't think it's the worst idea. QBTS, $1.65, $1.80, $1.60 stop loss. Look at that bounce off the bottom support area. A very, very weak support area at that. Now, do we trust it, though? That's the question. What is going on here? Okay, so we saw that nice bounce there. This might be an opportunity. That's very bullish candles. I'm going to take a chance with the bullish candles on ZVSA. 370 is probably a little high. I'd like 365 on it if we could, but if we have to jump it a little higher, that's fine too. We're going to aim for at least $4 on it, and then a 355 stop out. Because we're anticipating that this is going to recover off this area. You're going to hold on to some? All right, there we go, boom, 375. So if you did catch the bottom there, 366, 375, it's not looking bad to start selling some shares. 10 cents is all we want right here. 376 right there. is going on with this sheet? What did I do? Yeah, that would be great. Okay, let's try and fix this. Paste special format. Oh. Oh my god, I think I actually fixed an Excel sheet here. Holy moly. Don't know how I managed that, but I'll take it. Anyways, back to the important things. Hitting 4 would be lovely, wouldn't it? It might get there. QBTS is up, so we're up pretty big on QBTS as well here at $1.75. So it's looking pretty good. Nope, I didn't fix the sheet. $1.66 and then dollar. $1.81, we can take some more profit. QBTS, $1.81, $1.82. We hit as high there as $1.82. We're going to see if we can push higher. I'm surprised we hit PT that fast on it. JSPR is also taking off, so we still have that runner. We're hitting 250 here, which is looking pretty good. CVSA holding that 375 area. CVSA. There we go. There we go. JSPR to 260. Gonna take profits there. Taking profit and closing JSPR 260. You're leaving one on Grom. Yeah, I have $1.95 there. All the way back down. Your stop loss is 2 cents. Is your stop loss $1.74? That was a good Grom trade, actually. I really enjoyed that. I think we might get another chance here too if it comes down to that $1.80 area again. Soon's kind of coming back, but I don't like it. There's Grom going down right there. Okay, I'm gonna jump in on Grom. $1.70. We're gonna go for $1.90 and then $1.65 stop loss. So we're gonna give it a fairly tight stop loss. I mean, we're looking. You don't need to be necessarily right at $1.70, but give it 5 cents from where you get in. This could go terribly wrong because catching a knife and all. But I kind of enjoy catching knives for the most part. I find that I have some decent success with it. $1.72, so we're looking at $1.67 stop, unless you get in lower. It really annoys me that the sheet is all messed up. So I'm going to take a picture of it really quick so I have something to refer to, and then I'm going to try and just back my way out of this whole thing and then fix it. Okay, I think that might have done it. I think I may have fixed it. We're at $1.77 here on Grom, not looking too bad. I'm terrible with Excel sheets. This is about the extent of my ability to fix it. We could take a little bit of profit there, though. Taking some profit on Grom, $1.77. kind of bouncing out of the $1.75, $1.77 zone. What's my entry on Grom? It's $1.72. So I only got like 5 cents out of that trade. So what am I missing here? QB, TS, ZVSA, Grom. $1.66 to 182. No, why is that? I don't understand. It's just breaking in this one cell over and over. Holy crap, I might have fixed it there. Blu-ray 3-year stop? Yeah. Set a stop limit. Ooh, well, that could have been risky. Hopefully that worked out for you. I don't even want to look at JSPR. I just closed that out at 260. It's already almost at 280. That's just great. QBTS here hitting a high there of $1.82, coming back down a little bit to $1.72. Yeah, I'm still looking for like $1.85 or higher to kind of take more profit on that. ZVSA, you know, it's hitting at that 379, almost 380 zone. I don't know why I closed this picture down. I still need it. Okay, hopefully I fixed this. I think I fixed it. You'd think with all my years of experience I'd be good at Excel by now, but this is like, Excel's like the most boring thing to ever try and learn. But some people love it. Okay, I fixed nothing. Nothing there is fixed. In fact, I think I somehow made it worse. What's Excel? Yeah, it's little blocks of trouble. That's what they are. They don't really do a whole lot for you except make you frustrated. Grom stopping us on the remainder. We got some quick profits on it, but I think I probably should have taken on more because that brought down my average a little bit, and that I'm barely walking away with any money on it. Nothing but stops today. You know, I kind of had a feeling today was going to be rough. Just even looking at what was like moving and how it was moving, you can kind of tell. And something like, I mean, GSPR was definitely the best. Bounced off this area that it needed to bounce off of. 5% today. Holy moly. That's pretty good. I think that might actually, I couldn't even tell if it's better than me, but it's got to be getting there. Okay, so I just got to figure out what cell is wrong. And then copy and paste the format or whatever. Yeah, I have no idea. You have a great teacher? Oh, that's good. Wonder who that is. ZVSA, yeah, it's coming down a little bit here. I mean, like, we could still bounce back off the support. So I'm really not going to know if it's a bad trade until we get close to stopping out. Let's see if we bounce here. Come on. This Excel sheet thing is really bothering me. I hate that it highlights things in red when it's not. But it's broken. I don't like that it's broken. Oh, I found the problem cell. Okay. Alright. I'm slowly figuring this out. Paste special. Conditional formatting only. No, that didn't work. Now we're breaking through. We're going to hit stop there. So we're going to be stopping on the remainder of ZVSA. Illusions, I hope you're not holding through this one. Yeah, not looking good there. Oh man, look at Grom take right back off after stopping us out. What a pain. Managed a 176 fill on Grom? Like selling? You held through Grom, of course. Oh man, you guys. All right, we broke to $1.76 here on Qubits, so we're gonna take some more profit there. Qubits, 170 or 180, maybe 186. Can't even type today. Oh, it's gonna drive me mental. This whole thing not really working. It's okay, it tracks what I need to track, it just doesn't give me the fancy output that I want. We closed our first trade's worth of shares on QBTS for sure. JSPR down a little bit. Lots of selling pressure here. I think we're due for a decent sized pullback on that. ZVSA, I don't think that's worth touching again. $12, that's if I remember correctly, almost your week's worth of profit. What is going on with this? Pace special. Maybe it's something wrong with this side. Actually, I don't know. Nothing seems to be what it's supposed to be. I don't know. From last Thursday to yesterday. Yeah, stops would have stopped that though. So you gotta think positive on it. If you had stops, yeah, you know what, you probably would have went a little red today, but you wouldn't be wiping out a whole week's worth of profit. That's why we use stops, so that's a good lesson, right? That's why everybody uses stops. Only takes one bad trade to set you back. Yeah, I know. I don't know why Webull doesn't allow paper trading stops. That doesn't really make much sense. It's like something that you'd think would be very, very easy to code into it. Nice. Another 30-point move. Well, almost a 30-point move. Let's take a look at ES, actually. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, Toro would have caught that long pretty nice. Although, I mean, you probably would have been looking at 39.66. 39.62 would have been a pretty big drop. I don't know if your stop loss would have allowed that, but if it did, Toro would have caught you a pretty decent move. It's not even signaling a sell yet, which is surprising because you got the 200 EMA there on the 5-minute. And you're getting a sell on the 1-minute though, like right at the top here, so 39.88. Cool. You take that off so it doesn't mess up my other charts though. Right around this area. I've been meaning to mess around with Matador's supply and demand zones indicator thing, but I haven't gotten around to it. I need to do that this week. Why do we have 2 ZVSAs open? Grom. Nice recovery on Grom. Qubits. I think Qubits probably, at some point soon, needs to break out of this area here. It's probably going to go higher. Maybe back to the 2s. CVSA is not going anywhere, and JSPR currently looking like a pretty nice curl up. I'm not sure if I want to jump back in on this. It's up so high already, but you know what? It's kind of hard to tell with these kind of stocks because sometimes you just see things that go absolutely like parabolic for no reason. I should tell KSauce I broke my sheet. I don't know if I want to take another chance here on JSPR. I haven't decided yet, but it's looking okay. Qubits is down pretty good. We could potentially look for another entry on this as well. I'm not quite sure about this one though. The price action's starting to get a little bit thinned out. There's still quite a bit of volume though. That's the nice part. If we get anywhere, it's probably going to be right here at $1.66. That'd be where I'd want to buy in. And then there's Grom, which also looks half decent. Looks a lot better on the 5-minute actually, bouncing right off that $1.64 area. Man, that would have been a good trade. I don't know why I didn't get into that. I know why. It's because I was severely sidetracked with this Excel sheet. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not buying into this one high up like that. QBTS on the 5-minute looks pretty flat actually. JSPR. Yeah, this looks to me like it needs a bigger pullback. Probably at least down to the 9 EMA on the 200. Or on the 5-minute. 9 EMA on the 200. And ZVSA is not doing anything right now. Okay. Well, what else do we have? We have Prax we can take a look at. Which is really kind of taking off here, but I don't really like the price action. We're going from 414 to 466. What's the news on this? Nothing. We missed it. We did miss it. Although see, when I look back at something like this, I don't really see the whole missing it thing, you know? Like, it just doesn't look like there was anything here I would have wanted to trade anyway. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but ACGM's looking pretty good. This one looks like something we may have missed. It looks like it might have been a re-entry on 557 there. I mean, it could have been a re-entry at VWAP, but this is usually the point of day where things come back down and then start downtrending for a while. I know, everything did stop moving. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. That's why I started looking at alternatives here. ARVL. Yeah, this one's actually not looking too bad, actually. We might be able to make something of this. 72 cents would be a decent entry. The question is, are we going to get back to 72? We'd have to get rejected off VWAP, which wouldn't really look great. 75. Yeah, you know what? That one looks good. We'll keep that open, too. We can get rid of Hexo. If there's something else here, which I don't think there is. Well, we could check out APRN. This is always popping up on the scanner, but today it actually looks like it's got some price action to it at least. Although we're kind of in a danger zone. If it starts breaking down from $1.16, it could really just start falling off. So this could either be a really good entry or a really stupid decision. Ground back down. That could be a good thing, though. It's right on the 200 on the 5-minute, so I'm going to take a chance on Grom. $1.65. This could end up in a stop out pretty quick, but I would like to take that chance. $1.85 and then a $1.60 stop. I don't expect this to dip down to $1.60. In fact, we don't even really want to see it get close to $1.60. $1.60, $1.64 entry. I'm still not moving that stop loss down. I think if it hits $1.60, I don't want to be in it anyway, so. Now let's hope it takes off a little bit here. APRN is actually holding this area and starting to move up. ARVL broke through VWAP and looks like it's heading up. Maybe we buy back on the retest to 75 here on VWAP. HTGM, yeah, that one also, we kind of missed it, but it's in the price range I don't really like. Let's watch for a retest here. Grom, first PT, I got it as $1.64, so I'd like at least $1.70 out of it. After $1.70, I mean $1.75 would be great because we're going to hit resistance after that. Then if we can get probably $1.80. That's the game plan for that one. How's everyone doing today? You guys green or are you red? Doss, have you striked out yet? APRN's down a little bit. Or up a little bit, sorry. Still in it, nice. Green is pea soup. Gotta say, I hate pea soup. I'm not a pea soup kind of person. Like split pea and ham, I just think it's really dry. But I do like green. Two for 2, 0.46 on the account. I mean, better than red, yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's half of where you want to be, right? You try to hit... Oh, yeah, I got what you meant. I read it the way you wrote it, but I understood what you meant by it. I mean, what other green soups really are there other than cream of spinach, cream of broccoli? Also not really great. Cream of spinach is actually probably the worst invention ever. Invention? Is a soup an invention? I think it is. I would classify it as an invention. So we're hitting that $1.70 area on ground. We can take some profit. ARVL is retesting now. We'll see if it holds. Something tells me it's not going to. I don't know why. I couldn't even tell you. Like, I almost have no reason to believe it wouldn't hold here. I just don't believe in the longevity of this, that it's going to break through and continue up. JSPR had a nice dip down to 249. Qubits here still going. Still holding some for like, I don't know, $1.90, I guess. If that happens. If $1.90 happens on Qubits, we could really see this start to move back up though, right? Because we got like $1.94, might hit some resistance. Past that, we're looking at like 203. $1.71 on Grom. So just like last time, we see this perfect bounce off that 5-minute 200, and it's looking good. Now let's hope that keeps happening. ARVL. Alright. I guess, you know what? I'm gonna eat my words here. I'm gonna have to buy into ARVL, $1.77. No, not $1.77. I mean 77 cents. We're gonna go for, I'm gonna say 0.85, but we might even get higher than that if this really starts to break out. 0.90 sounds like somewhat reasonable. And then we'll probably be looking at 0.75 stop loss. So just give it 2 cents, which kind of sucks because that's literally right below the VWAP there, but it is what it is. We got 0.77 there for just a second. Curious to see what Toro says. Except those big horrendous numbers. It says it was a buy down here. Oh, I should have listened to. Actually, you probably could have listened to either of these, and it would have been great. Man, some of these buy signals on the 1 minute are just absolutely nuts. Like telling you to buy in here, 65 cents. How did it even know? Although it did tell you to, I think that's a sell signal. So it did tell you to sell on a sign of weakness, which it would be pretty reasonable. I probably would have held through that though. JSPR starting to take off. I kind of wanted to get back in on JSPR as well, but I'm just kind of iffy on it being so high up. Grom hit $1.72, starting to trace back down. APR not doing anything. ARVL taking a little bit of a dip here to 75.5. Damn it, stopping us out. All right, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I still think that what does this say about it? Still no buy, so maybe we'll take a trade off of Toro and see what Toro has to say. Getting a short signal. Possibly, anyway. Grom, $1.73, $1.74, looking decent there. I guess I need to say... Almost there. ZBSA not really doing anything. JSPR, man, that would have been a decent trade going from like 250 to 270 there. Qubits here is right on that 200 at $1.66. I know, it really hasn't stopped. And it really needed that too. Like if it started to fall into this like danger area, it probably would have just plummeted for the day, right back down to where it was around $1.60, right? So it really got that push it needed. Qubits right off that 200 again, looking pretty good, $1.66 and up. So I'd buy in at around $1.66 again, and yeah, you know what? It's probably for the best Qubits here. I'm going to say $1.65, and I'm probably going to have to buy in a little bit higher, unless we see like an immediate dip. We're probably going to go again for at least $1.80 and then $1.60 stop. So I'm going to give it about 5 cents. QBTS. Alright, Arvol. Do something useful. APRN falling off the face of there. So it broke that 116 and just took off, going in the complete opposite direction you would assume you'd ever want to go. Unless you're shorting, of course. We did touch that $1.75 area on Grom. That is our next PT. Taking profit. Grom, $1.75. QBTS at $1.72 currently. Low there, $1.71. Having a $1.65, $1.71, $1.66 stop would be kind of high. I don't know if I want to do that yet. JSPR coming back down. As to be expected, bands are starting to tighten. This could be when it starts to actually come back down, though. It's going to hit an area of consolidation, and it might fall back down to maybe we find support around that 230 zone. If not, we'll go back down to 225 and retest there. It could come back down all the way to the 200. Ooh. Okay, this might be good. This might be getting good here on ARVL. I'd like to get my 2 cents back. That was a pretty bullish looking candle, actually. We just dipped below the MACD zero threshold here, so this could be us pushing our way back out. I'm going to try it again. If I stop out again, I'll stop with Arvol here just because I'm having a hard time reading it. But 0.73, 0.77 at least, and then a 0.71 stop loss. Where's 0.71 put us, by the way? Puts us at the bottom of the band. We might get 0.72 for an entry. That would be better. There's 0.72. And put the stop at 0.70. Yeah, so we'll put 0.72. Trying this again. We'd be breaking a new low to hit 0.70 of anything remotely close to recent, so. Grom, still waiting for a push up to 180 there. Nice little drop there on Arvol here. I don't like how in your face that is. Of course, we'll be taking profits fairly quickly here. So the second we hit 73, I want to be taking some profit. Then we'll be looking at probably 74. Yeah, probably 74. Buen popped. Let's take a look at Buen. I don't really like HTGM, so we'll close that out for Buen. Sure did, yeah. Very spotty price action, not a lot of volume, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get lots of both of those things. Now, did they have news come out? I bet MarketWatch would actually be a better better place to look. Let's see here. Yeah, Buen was something that popped earlier in the week. Just like look at the last couple days, right? Going from $2.30 to $5. If only we had a time machine, eh? We did pop up and touch 0.73 here on this candle, so that's a good place to take a little bit off on ARVL. I should probably alert that. Taking some profit, ARVL 0.73. Qubits is getting very close to that entry I wanted. I'll take $1.68. Entering QBTS. $2.20 on Tuesday, yep. Toonie Tuesday. Grom's back down a little bit here. APR is slowly grinding back up. Arvel, it's struggling. It did make a decent move there to almost 74. Yeah, we did play it at like 260. I remember that. All right, anytime now, Qubits, we can start to see a turnaround here. Would be fantastic. I mean, we could go for a little bit more of a dip. I really don't see us hitting $1.60 easily. So that's the good thing. We got a couple minutes left. But Arval, we got 1 cent out of it. It's not looking good. What are we looking at on the 5 minute here? Terrible. Looks terrible on the 5 minute. So close. So close. Yeah, broke it. All right, so I mean, I guess that's not too bad, getting out a break even on it, but I really want to make my money back on that. I mean, it's right on the 200 here. You might be able to take another chance on it. I don't think I'm going to open up another trade because I really don't want to watch it. But ARVL here at that 68 cents, I'd say, not even 69, but 68 would be a possible good trade. On the 5 minute, yeah, I mean, you got a long ways to go for that 200, but it could hold on the 1 minute for a nice scalp back up to the 77-cent area, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it'd be pretty decent. Grom is still bouncing around. Just keep in mind that the 200 on the 5 minute is right here at $1.64. So, I mean, this is like a really good area to consider getting in on Grom and, playing the little bounces. Cute BTS here. It's breaking down a little bit from that 200. It was only a 1 minute 200, so it's not super strong or anything. But I mean, like, we're starting to find some support here at $1.64. So hopefully we bounce off $1.64. Otherwise, we're probably going to stop out on QBTS here. JSPRs looks like it's starting to break down a little bit, and we have ZVSA not really doing anything. So I wouldn't really focus too hard on ZVSA just yet. The caveat to this is we are at the bottom, so I mean, you will likely see a move up at some point today, probably around lunch hour, if we can just pick up some more volume again and maybe be a little bit more bullish on it. JSPR is looking good still. I think it's still due for a big pullback. It still looks like it on the 5 minute. I mean, the last 5 minute candle is very, very bullish looking at it. This one's not so much. So I'm expecting to see this consolidation and break down lower. We might see the bounce off 240. If not, you're probably looking at the 200 at 218. Yeah, we talked about Qubits, we talked about Grom, APR, and I wouldn't really worry about. ARVL, like I said, probably a bounce off this 68, 69 area, back up to 77 or so. Buen, not a lot to go off of from the pre-market or much even today. There's like the levels here aren't going to be super clear or anything, maybe a little bit more clear on the 5 minute. yeah, little, just barely enough to give you some like an idea of some levels here. But yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit harder to play. I don't really like playing things that go from like no volume to lots of volume really quickly like this because it usually dies out pretty quickly afterwards anyway. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna let you go. There's no point going over the tracker because it's broken right now. But I'm gonna get that fixed and then I'll post it later on. You never use the Toro and pennies? You know what? I take it off because it's a lot on the chart. But I do like taking a look at it with it on. Look at Arvel, really. It just like I mean like to be fair, I did force that entry at 72. I should have waited for the 200, but yeah, I know. Just like that. Just like that. Oh well, it is what it is. We had a pretty decent day, I can tell. So it's not that bad. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully you had a good day trading. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. No, it's a long weekend, so Tuesday. Take care, guys.